Full frame mirrorless cameras are so yesterday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Today, we're going to be talking about medium format and Fujifilm's brand new GFX 50R, their rangefinder medium format that they just introduced. And as I said, full frame is really yesterday. I mean, we've been talking about full frame, okay? Fujifilm is the only company so far, you got Olympus, there's just about the only company that hasn't went down this full frame mirrorless hole where everyone is doing full frame mirrorless, right? They decided to stick with APS-C and move into medium format and circumvent full frame altogether. And I think it was a very wise decision by them. Why? Because there's so much competition now in the full frame mirrorless space that medium format's not being touched at all. And Fujifilm is the only company that has, let's call it an affordable medium format camera out there. Now, why should you care? I just did a video maybe about 5, 6, 7 videos ago, and I talked about my things that I do with medium format and why I use medium format for certain things like high-end fashion work or magazine cover work or anything where I need a lot of pixels to be able to push around. I'll use medium format. I won't own it ever because they're literally the cameras that I use about $49,000 plus lenses, so I'll rent them in. But now medium format is affordable for everyone. This brand new GFX has come out with 50 megapixels, massive, all right? It's actually 51.4 megapixels. It has the X processor in it, okay? So it's going to be fast. Weather sealing, magnesium body. It has a 3.7 million dot EVF in it. So the EVF is extremely good. Remember, this is medium format, okay? It's not like a little full frame camera. It also has a 3.2 inch tilt screen. So it's about the same type of tilt screen that you would see on the Nikon Z series. And it's 2.4 million dots. So the screen is really good and it's a touch screen. Also, it has Bluetooth, film simulations, like all the other Fujis. And of course, it has dual SD cards. It's a professional camera. It should, right? But what's really strange about it is it also includes IBIS. Why? I don't even get it. In-body image stabilization, as well as being able to shoot 1080p at 30 frames per second. It's a medium format camera. This is where I think Fuji kind of got it wrong. I would have left it out. I think they stuck it in there almost like a dig. Like, watch this. We're going to put image stabilization on a sensor this big. I don't even know. I don't know. No one's going to shoot video with a medium format camera. I don't get it. Maybe down the road, but anyways, they stuck it in there almost like a dig to the other camera companies. Like, look at this. We got this camera that's just unbelievable, and we're going to stick video in it too. Anyways, $4,500. I was off, guys, by $500. I said it was going to be sub $4,000. It came in at $4,499. So I was off by a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm wrong often, but hopefully not by too much. Now, this is really an incredible camera. Very, very amazing considering $4,400, you're going to spend that, almost $4,000 for like a Z7, all right, which is a full frame camera. This is a mega camera that has a ton of pixels. That is just, I have to put this out here. If you have never used a medium format camera ever before, and you have a little bit of money, now $4,500, rent this camera in when it is available and test it out. The problem with medium format, as I see it, is once you use it, it's very hard to go back to full frame. Unlike using a full frame camera and going back to APS-C, it's not that big of a difference. A little bit, but not that big. But when you go medium format and then drop back down to like full frame, it's just not there. It's not the same. When you look at a picture, let's say you're doing a model and you shot her face, and you go into, let's say, her eyes. When a full frame will get to, let's say, her eyelashes, and then as you start pulling in a little bit deeper, they'll start blurring. With the medium format, you'll go like through her eyes. Okay, you'll be like in her iris somewhere, all right? It's just the amount of data is unbelievable. So it's really good for cropping. If you need to crop an image, and that's a lot of times what we need to do for our commercial clients. They might want a beautiful shot of a model that's holding a bag, but then they want the bag in the same position. So we have to crop in and still be able to put together an 8x10 or whatever the case might be. All right. So there is a necessity for medium format. It's not for everything. You're not going to shoot wildlife, okay? You're not going to be out there with a 600 millimeter lens on a medium format camera. It doesn't exist. You're not going to shoot fast action stuff. That's not what it's for. It's for portraiture. It's for landscape. It's for fashion. It's for product work, okay? If you have that type of work, once you try medium format, you will never go back to full frame. I promise you. Anyways, that being said, at Photokina, they also not only announced the 50R, which is their rangefinder, they also announced that they will be producing a GFX 100S, and that will be available next year in 2019. That is a 100 megapixel beast with the same sensor that's used in a Hasselblad H6D 100C. The difference is the Hasselblad is $33,000 and the Fuji is going to be $10,000, maybe just under. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going? Fujifilm started out with their GFX 50S or whatever. It was like $6,500. Now they're down to $4,500 with this rangefinder. And then their next in their line will be that 100 megapixel. That will be just under $10,000. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you know medium format, you understand that this is revolutionary. We are going to see larger and larger sensors. I've been preaching this forever, and that's why people say, why are you down on Micro Four Thirds? It's not that I'm down with it, because they have their place. But what's happening is sensors are getting larger and larger and larger and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And their companies are figuring out how to process the data in such a way that it doesn't just scream the heat out of these things. The problem with all cameras is heat. As soon as you seal a body, it no longer breathes and you have to deal with heat. That's why when you see 4K at very high speed, 60 frames per second, you're looking at a Canon, let's say C series. Now, how do they do this? How do they record for hours on end and not blow up? Okay, how do they do it? They have a mega fan in there blowing on the sensor and the components, and it's being ventilated out. All right? They're purpose-built machines, okay? But like I said, they're now able to process things a lot easier and with a lot less heat. And this is what is going to promote the larger and larger sensors. So, like I said at the very beginning, full-frame mirrorless cameras is just so 2018. We're going to see 2019 become more of a medium format type of game. We're going to see Fujifilm probably come out with this 100, and possibly, I predict, by the end of 2019, we're going to see a Fujifilm 150 megapixel medium format camera. That will be under $20,000. Craziness, guys. Craziness. Like I said, if you have never used a medium format camera, ever, please rent one in if you have the money to purchase it after the fact, because it's going to be very hard for you to, once you look at the images that it produces, to give it back. It's going to be very, very difficult. Even for me, guys, I rent in the Hasselblads many times for my high-end work, and it's so hard to return them. $49,000 for some of them. Probably about $20,000 of lenses I rent in. You're looking at about $70,000 worth of equipment. You're now going to be able to get that with a Fujifilm based medium format camera for under $10,000 for all that equipment. $4,500 for the body itself, and then probably about $3, $4, $5, $6,000 for the lenses. Not cheap, but what they produce is absolutely stellar, guys. Stellar. Like I said, full frame is so yesterday. 2018. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you have, please throw me a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can get all my content when it becomes available, and click the bell icon so when it is available, you will be notified of it. And finally, head over to my website, jchristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me. I would really appreciate it. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. If you are at Photokina, please let me know in the comment area. I would love to be able to talk to you and put you here on the program. Anyways, I'm out of here. We'll see you in the next vlog. Take care.